We've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Blue Devils offense will go to work first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and block out all the noise.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused.
There he goes! And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So NC State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching him as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Brown. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wide out. Snagged in the middle. It's Anthony. Touchdown, Duke! A great catch and run for 6. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then the defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. He's moving out of the pocket. With the catch, it's Smothers. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. You would have really hoped that you would have gotten that extra yard on 3rd down, but now on 4th, and maybe you still have to go for it.
And since
converts on 4th down, still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it. The only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because...
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Power football with the run. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Going to the run, it's Smothers. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, NC State.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Clemson has the lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Syracuse. never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Got his man quickly. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Little. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got it in the middle, it's Anthony. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Blue Devils are on the move. They'll leave it with him. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Works the middle of the field. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Got some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this. It's a running room at the 30. He's at the... and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Wide open space. Touchdown, Duke. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Here's the give off the left side. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle, it's Smothers. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in.
Touchdown, North Carolina State! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season.
Hits the afterburners. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Blue Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The pull and throw off the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Quarterback on the keeper. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Yeah, and Apple the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. A shot for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Smashes it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David? Breaks into the open. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smothers. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grabbed in the middle. It's Grimes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Finds the big tight end. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. NC State quick to the line. To the ground with the back. Fights off the defender. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10, 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for this offense. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And that one will give them the lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Clemson has just had no answer to the onslaught they've faced so far today. Almost feels like instead of touching Howard's Rock, that sucker was dropped on top of him. They're trailing by 14 to Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And what a great way to start the second half if you're on defense. You did some really good things in that first half, and so you set the tone here early by getting a sack, and you were sending a clear message to this offense. This second half ain't going to be easy.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Using his legs, it smothers. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smothers. Touchdown, NC State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And it's up and no good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up. And this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the inside. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they turn it into a defensive score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. 24. He'll bring it out. It's more. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Get it out on the screen. On the move at the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back. And
the rush will get to him at the 25.
Brings up 2nd down.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Main tackle.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Leaves it with the running back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely center cut, and that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is,
there he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Red pass, it's complete. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Sets up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
That's caught. It's Rodgers. Past the 30. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance. Football, well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Here comes the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys...
Oh, he's got some space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He's got it, so they convert the 2 and keep just a flicker of hope alive down 2 possessions. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. On the run, it's Scott. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Catch in the middle, it's Scott. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to slam it in. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. They go to the ground. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
39.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time he's got it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Blue Devils come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Pulls it in and looking upfield. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post.
Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Virginia Tech Hokies taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will kick it away to start us off. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. On the move, it's Smothers. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big...
Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Rodgers. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of it.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass, it's Drones. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Got a man. It's Holloway.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Finding an escape route. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
The Hokies line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little...
He's got it down the left. There he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Once he got some room, it was over. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there in linebacker U. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. Although nothing compares to a top 5 duel, a revealing outcome with massive implications, man.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Back to pass, it's Throws. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Going to swing it on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll field the punt and take it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Pulled and finds his man on the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Leaves it with the back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Back open in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Makes the grab. It's Rogers. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll try the run. Turning it on. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Give to the running back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. NC State going up tempo. The RPO fired complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That's caught. It's Green. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Drones. Showing off the arms. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the run, it's Hawkins. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Hokies will call on their punt team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the tailback.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk-aversive, but it is good field position. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. To throw, it's throws. Caught over the middle. It's Holloway. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Snagged in the middle. It's Keith. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Touchdown, Hokies! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grab near the marker. It's Rodgers. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Got it in the middle. It's Smothers. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Caught near the sticks. It's Rodgers. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
To the air, it's Drones. Quickly to the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Green. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You can just see him right now, dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Pollard.
Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Runs through the tackle. There he goes. Got enough space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. On to attempt to try.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest. Put 6 up on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll ride the hot hand. At midfield, he's got room. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It smothers. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. The give to the left. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, NC State.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Washington is in major trouble today. The folks out there in Seattle are heading for the exits with more determination than a Marshawn Lynch touchdown run. They're trailing by 28 to Ohio State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about, look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking downfield, it's Drones. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the ground, it Smothers. Breaks the tackle. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
But we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smothers. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. The give to the back. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The short hands, it's Rodgers. Turns it on at midfield. Racing down the left side. Pass to Tech. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play.
Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Hokies can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. All kinds of room to the right. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokies.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
NC State, 31, Virginia Tech.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Rodgers. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it, they're on the move. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The defense putting points on the board.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. They give it to him again. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, fourth and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Back to throw, it's Drones. He's got it down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. After that last completion, it's second down. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against them.
Next going for the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. Huge field goal attempt could tie the game, and he'll have to make it through ear-splitting noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the fourth quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Looking for space, it's Smothers. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Finds his man. It's Smothers. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
After that incompletion, now fourth down in your own end. With this much time left, do you trust your defense to get a stop? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. If you don't, then you need to go for this right now, and you need to try to go win this game.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Wolfpack with a first and 10 here. Handoff from the gun. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the sticks, it's Scott. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Find some fresh air.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Right back to the well.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Looking for room, it's Scott. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Dead center perfect. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Groupers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Groupers' offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Groupers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Running to Green. Nice move to keep running.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Kelly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Groupers decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. So NC State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you
breaks into the open. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your...
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted to stop the threat.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Can't get him to the ground. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolute...
Turning it on! Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So the quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions, and he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Groupers! Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gonna run it. It smothers. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's got room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Going the other way, and he's got room. defense taking one back to the house.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Caught close to the marker, it's Smothers. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rodgers. And the 45 on his way. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Touchdown, North Carolina State! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First play of the period, first down here. They'll run it from the gun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Snags a quick pass on the left. Turns it on down the left side. Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Alabama Alabama is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 14 to Vanderbilt. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The option look. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least...
There he goes! Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The groupers send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Breaks away on the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a group.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, NC State.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Getting set for the point after. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for a 2-minute timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the handoff. Got room to work. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the groupers will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the ground with the back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a catch at the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Goes to the option. The pitch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Groupers will punt it away on 4th down. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Grabbed in the middle and Smothers. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Got it in the middle, it's Smothers. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. That is no good. After the missed field goal, this lead's still sitting at 13. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Groupers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Grimes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. He'll try to do it himself. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. Wolfpack will have first and 10. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Craig. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Rides the back on the option to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The groupers are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. They get to him as he throws. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Smothers. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Smothers. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll test the right side. Runs through a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Caught over the middle. It's Smothers. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They'll try it over the left side. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back. It's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. NC State quick to the line. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Alabama has just had no answer to this hellacious beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 21 to Vanderbilt. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the Groupers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. Looking for room at the 25. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball?
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line making holes and continue to feed this man the ball.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. Here comes the option. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try. A little salt in the wound, or happy with getting the W?
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose.
There he goes. They They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back's got it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The groupers will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. That's caught. It's Rodgers. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Slings it downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough luck today.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Number 95, on to kick it away.
They'll They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation.